Brand new, something else really pretty for my lovely Perfectfringe clients. An 8x8 stretchy wefted cap topper, the best caps around. Look at that density. I would actually class this particular part line as a low density. It's quite sparse, which means it really shows through, which is what we want. We want that, well, not all of us, but I know I do, and a lot of my clients do. They want the part line to be quite sparse, as in quite wide, so it shows more. Does that make sense? So this is Toffee Twirl. The other one was Banoffee Swirl. Can you see what I'm doing there? She's really long. This is 25 to 26, and in fact out the back she was even coming to 27. How fun is that? So a nice long mermaid length, like so, quite similar to what I have. 160 grams. That means she's not super thick and super heavy. You can feel that nice lightness going through her ends, and I can feel my fingers just going nicely through the tapered ends. I would say really long and really thick can really weigh down towards the end of the day, so try to refrain from getting too excited and going too thick. I know a lot of you do prefer the lighter grams, but it can be tempting to be like, oh wow, the longer the thicker the better. Actually, sometimes when it's too thick, although they're very comfortable, you're talking about, if you had 180, 190 grams, sometimes you can really feel that on your head towards the end of the day. So her colour, she's a mix of Toffees. I would say her tone, her level stays around a 6, and it's a really sweet, natural, created colour by me, a blend of different Toffees. So you've got the darker Toffee, and then you've got almost like a really dark blonde or a really light Toffee going through. Peekaboo highlights all the way through. Can you see that? So not overly contrasting. By all means, you could definitely wear her wavy or straight, and the contrast is not in any way too much. And a very subtle money piece at the very front as well. No obvious dark root, so an all over colour with the highlights just sporadically coming through. Super pretty. Ideal if you don't want that dark root. So keep watching. Let's twirl her in, out. I mean, obviously inside she's going to look more like that, and then outside you'll see all the tones coming through. The key is you're not going to stay indoors or outdoors. You need to love her in both lights, and I cannot give you a colour that doesn't change, you know, in the lighting. It's impossible. So, you know, even your handbag, go and buy yourself a bright red handbag, look at it inside, look at it outside. Colours do that, and the whole point is you love the colour in both lights. If you hate it outside, don't get it. You need to love it in both lights. So keep watching. Let's show her in like on the mannequin and on different stands to get an idea of how the ends fit and so on. But remember, no dark root. So unless if you have dark roots coming through, you'll struggle to blend. So the only way it's going to work for you is if your own roots are this color. All right.